Well, as you know, we just did the intake. Gonna do the exhaust. I'm actually gonna pull the valve chamber off. I've never had it off. This was made in 1915, I believe, and I don't know if it was ever off before I got it. So this may be original asbestos gasket, and if it is, it's probably gonna be welded right on there. Let me get a hammer. I don't know how else to do it. We're gonna have to tap her. Okay, I got me a piece of lead here. I don't like to hit hard on cast iron. Oh, look at that. That loosened right up. Of course, I got a pretty big hammer, so. Oh, yeah, nice. I never would have believed that was going to come loose that easy. Yeah, original asbestos. Yes, sir. Yeah, had a few critters in there outside. But, yeah, we'll have to disassemble this. We'll see where we're at. Yeah, original gasket. Well, I say original. You know, somebody could have rebuilt it back in the 30s or 40s and got original equipment to do it with. But I'll bring you back when we're ready to take this apart. Just wanted to show you. You can see every one of those machining marks where that compressed right into those grooves where it was machined. And they used to machine these rough on purpose. It gives it tooth, keeps the gaskets from leaking. And yeah, nowadays everybody thinks everything's got to be just perfectly smooth, but they also had asbestos, which was nothing like it even today. Okay, let's see how bad she is. Wow, got around. I didn't really think it was going to be worth a nickel, but I think I can reuse that valve. This might just need a good cleaning. Interesting. Guess tomorrow I'll have to get me a bucket of gas, because this is pretty oily. I'm not going to put that in my glass bead cabinet till I get all the oil off in it, because it'll frig everything out. So anyway, that's it for right now. Well, I put this thing through the sandblaster, and I was going to set up on this top and then take a long end mill and go down through, and I could center everything. But I've taken the calipers, and if you go until it's square, that there's about 1/4 of an inch, and this side over here is about 1/8 of an inch. So they're not bored. Even though they were done on a machine, they weren't done concentric, near as I can tell. I'd have to really do a little more really fine studying, but I can see with my naked eye that that's off about 1/8 of an inch. So it is what it is. They probably punched a hole through the bottom, and then they made the seat to match, you know, or whatever with the tooling they had. Who knows what they had for tooling. But anyway, so the guide is shot, as we know, quite a lot. I don't know if it's enough to bother with. Here's the deal. I can put, that's 1/2 inch. This is 5/8. This is out of a D399 Cat that we rebuilt. And that's long enough to just barely fit in there. There's enough meat to just barely take care of it. Then bore it out to the 1/2 inch. I'd have a 1/16 inch wall. And then, I haven't actually mic'd this. Let's see what it mics. See how much it actually is worn. 15 thousandths. Yeah, 20 thousandths. And how far away? That's about 1.5 inches probably from the stem where the guide is. So, yeah, 40 thousandths. So, yeah, this thing's pretty well shot. I do have this valve here. This is the only one I have that I've found so far. I may find some more. But this one is just stock. This is a 1/2 inch. You know, cut it off right here because the other one is, you know, only got to be that long. And all I'd have to do is thread it up to 1/2 inch or turn it up to 1/2 inch, put a thread on the end of it. The only problem is I think this valve's hot on the hinges of hell. It's chromed, and I don't know what it's made out of. It came out of a FP4 Cooper Bessemer, big old marine engine that I scrapped about, I don't know, whenever junk was up to $450, $475 a ton. That thing was setting out back. I bought it, was told that it could be made to run and whatnot. I got it home and really, I took all the side covers off, looked up inside, and it had pushed all the cylinders out, the bottom. I mean, everything was junk on it from salt water. It was salt water cooled. It wasn't keel cooled. So anyway, without running them with a heat exchanger, you know, a 1950 something engine, it was done. So it sat out here for a long time. It weighed, geez, I don't know, 13, 14,000 pounds. It was a lot, 6, 7 ton there. And junk got up to a 450 or 475 a ton. Shit, I went out there with the torches and I started cutting and unbolting because I couldn't pick it up. But I took it all apart with the forks and the tractor, and I kept making trips over, making, you know, for $500 every trip. I only paid $1,000 for the engine. It's one of the few engines I ever bought for an antique engine that I made money on. And I ended up junking it to do it. It's kind of crazy, but that's one of the valves. Kind of a strange thing, but anyway. Yeah, I don't think I have anything left of it. I had all 4 of the pistons here, and I gave them away to friends just for door stops and whatnot. Novelties, you know. I didn't keep any of them. Anyway, yeah, so that's the story on that. So I got to think on this here for a day. I'll probably be back tomorrow and work on it, and I'll have figured out what I want to do. So, see you tomorrow. Well, I've decided I'm going to put this video up tonight. The only reason is I have a lot of people that, you know, comment on stuff. If you see this thing within the next, you know, 12, 14 hours, give me your opinion on that. Should I just run it? It will run the way it was. I mean, I've sawed a lot of wood with it like that, and I could throw it right back together and run it. Or should I put a new guide in it and make a valve for it and go through all the trouble? I don't know. Give me your opinion there if you see this video. And, yeah, be interesting.